Hello guys, so this YouTube video is gonna be slightly different. Um, before I created the channel, my main goal was to actually use this channel to do kind of like a sharper, in-depth video, so that I can essentially teach people what I teach people in my Twitch channel. So usually on Twitch, I will shepherd people through the raid so that they learn the raid and they will understand it, so that they can essentially understand and enjoy the game a lot better. So the aim of this channel is to actually make it a YouTube video. Obviously, I'm very terrible at editing. I'm actually just started properly learning, so I know I'm not the best in terms of my YouTube video. So I am gonna essentially, instead of the whole raid, I'm gonna be doing one encounter at a time, but I will get through the raid eventually. The reason why I'm doing one encounter at a time is to essentially allow you guys to be able to essentially pick which encounter you do not understand, and get a explanation for that encounter, and also a clip of me doing it on the video. This will allow you guys to essentially better understand that encounter. So the video today is gonna be for the first encounter of Last Wish. The first section will be me explaining the encounter. Then I will also put a video of me on Twitch essentially doing the encounter with a team that I shepherd. Next video is gonna do the second, then the third, fourth, and so on and so forth. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please remember to subscribe if you like it. Press the like button if you like it. Downvote if you don't like it. It's all good. But I will see you guys in the next video. And thank you in advance. Hello guys, and welcome to the first encounter of Last Wish. The aim of this encounter is to simply activate the plates around the room. Once the plates are finished, do DPS to the boss. It's actually that simple. So there's going to be 3 pairs of symbols that will be in the center of the room. Your team needs to essentially represent those pairs on the plate around the room. Easy way to do this is simply find the missing symbol out of the snake symbol. So usually in the snake symbols, there's the S snake, the infinity snake, the cloud snake, and also the 8th snake, which is right there. So since you do not need the 8th snake in this example, your team will simply just need to avoid the plate that has the 8th snake on it. So pretty much go to any plate that is not the 8th snake if you had this example. Once you find the plates that you need to do, you're gonna notice that it's pretty much split into 3 different sections. When the encounter does start, the 2 sections out of the 3 is gonna be covered in taken goo. What you want to do is simply avoid those 2 sections. Roughly around 3 seconds, the taken goo that has a taken bomb on it is gonna go off. Once that bomb goes off, the goo will simply scatter and reappear in 2 new sections of the plate. So every time you hear the bomb goes off, simply relocate to the new safe area. This will happen roughly 3 to 4 times. Once that is finished, a knight will spawn that you need to essentially kill. Once that knight dies, you're gonna make your way to the very center of the room to join your team in terms of damage. key note: once you get to the center, make sure that all symbols in the middle has disappeared. If there's still a symbol in the middle, that means one of your teammates has not done their job. They've either gone on the wrong plate or not completed their plate. Once your team is in the center, you'll notice that the Colosseum is essentially split into 3 different sections. Each section is represented by a damage phase. Once the boss joins you in the center of the room, she's gonna essentially stand on top of one of the sections. Whichever section she's standing on, pay attention to the doors below, because after your damage phase, the boss is gonna start a wipe mechanic, which will essentially be like a white light displayed above her head, and she's gonna scream really loud. When she's doing this, you're gonna drop below, and that section, there's gonna be 6 doors open. Your team simply need to scramble and jump into one of the doors, making sure that they are alone. If you go into the same door as any of your teammates, the doors will not close and the wipe mechanic will kill you both. If you're alone, the door will close behind you, keeping you safe from the mechanics. Once the doors reopen, there'll be a bunch of foes in the middle that you need to kill, but then you need to focus on the boss again, so you need to continue your damage. This will happen 3 times, which is represented by the 3 sections of the Colosseum. If you do not kill the boss in your damage phase, you simply just need to look up, pay attention to the symbols. It says completely random which symbols will be shown for you, but pay attention to the symbols and repeat the same process. So find the symbols in the middle, or find a plate that shows one of those symbols, and simply jump on and proceed to completing that plate. Once the plate is finished, come to the middle and repeat the damage phase all over again. This is a taken raid, meaning all taken mods are active. So I will always recommend a taken barrier, a taken armament, and repurposing. This will essentially make the raid 10 times easier. Weapon recommendation for this encounter will be pretty much a shotgun, a sword. Sword I would greatly advise, since it's the easiest way to essentially do damage without having to essentially aim. A well super is always great, a titan bubble is always great, a tether is always great. After, in a minute, I'm gonna essentially give you guys an example from a Sherpa that I did earlier this week. Hope you enjoy.
right, baby.
Yeah, why you mad? I got a bad bro. Name hot in these streets, no Tabasco. But I'm so stuck.